Shira 7. So today's video topic is actually taken from one of my Facebook posts that I posted last week about the difference between men getting readings and women getting readings. A lot of the time when a man gets a reading, it's for either love or career or finance. Whenever women get readings, it's for many reasons, because women are just more out there and willing to do readings for any reason, decision making, career, love, finance, just general, just because she was bored that day and she wants to know, what's going to go on in the next new year or in the next 3 months. A lot of women get readings on a regular basis. Some men do too, but most men only come for a reading for either money or women. And a lot of the times when the men come for the love reading, it's about a woman that, they've been with a while, and they want to know, are they going to be with this person forever? And this is all they give me. And I'm like, okay. But from experience, I've realized that when they say this, it's because the woman that they want to be with has left them. And it was mostly the man's fault. And they leave all the information out, but I can pick up on it because that's the norm most of the time. And I'll tell them, I won't tell them anything. I'll ask them again just so they can come clean and give me all the details instead of leaving it out. I'll say, okay, I'll ask very specific questions. I said, so are you still in a committed relationship and living with this person, or still involved heavily with this person? And then they'll be like, well, no, not exactly. It's complicated, which means she doesn't live with him or they broke up, okay? So now he's coming to me to try to fix what he could have fixed while they were still in the relationship together. But instead, he's waited until she's already moved out, settled in her new place, moved on to another person, another guy, and is happy. Now he wants her back. Now he's coming to a reader trying to figure out how to get her back, or if she's going to come back to him. Now, on the opposite side, when women get love readings, they try to actually fix the relationship while they're still in it. While they're still there, they're trying to fix the relationship while they're actually in it. Okay, you see the difference? This is the funny part, because the woman will say, okay, well, I want him to do this. I wish he would change. I need to do this better. I should do this better. They're actually assessing the situation when it's not too late. And a lot of times the ladies can actually save their relationship by this method because they're in it and they can still, fix it because they're there. There's no other people involved yet. If they have been, cheated on, that can be resolved while saving a lot of money, like on moving and stuff, and kids and all that stuff, So the woman usually fixes the problem, and they work it out, and they ending up staying together, or she makes a decision to leave, but she at least tried to fix the relationship while they were still in it. She did seek, guidance, and after that advice didn't, follow up or follow through, or if it just wasn't meant to be, then she will say, okay, well, I've tried everything that I could. I've even gone to a reader. I've reasoned with this person. I suggested this. I suggested that. They will pull everything in order to save the relationship until they realize that it's not worth it or they can't. So then they will leave. But men will do the opposite. They will be stubborn. They will have their ego. They won't try to fix it. They'll get mad and go, do other things and ignore it and think she's going to stay and think she's going to be there forever. But women, when they make up their mind to do something, they're going to stick to it. That's just it. They've tried everything, and once they give up, it's over. They're like, I'm done. And a lot of times, it's easier if the woman does not live with you and has not had to go through all these motions and, relocations and stuff. That's easier. But if she's had to do all of that and now you want her back, men, I'm going to tell y'all going to have to put in triple the work it took you to even get her in the first place. You're going to do it triple. And second, when you do get her back, if you do get her back, she's going to have so many rules on you that you didn't have before, and you're going to have to stick to them. And number three, you're going to have to pay for a very, very, very long time. I mean, years you're going to be paying for what you did, the breakup and all. And plus, if you weren't even engaged or married, you are now. Okay? So that woman is not coming back until you give her everything she wants, plus, and then she's going to make you suffer. So if you really want to deal with all of that, and you really want this woman back because you were dumb to let her go, then go for it. But you're going to have to put in a lot of work. You're going to have to bend over backwards to please her. You basically going to have to be her servant. Okay. That is if the woman has made up her mind. You know, if she's still on the fence and wishy-washy and doesn't know what she wants, you might be able to, persuade her to come back and promise new things. But as soon as you mess up again, she's back out. She's leaving. She's like, psh, I knew you never changed. So if you're going to want someone back, at least change for real, for the right reason, and because you realize that this is the person for you and that there's nothing else better out there for you. You know, at least realize that. And a lot of the women who come to me for readings, they are really trying to save the relationship out of the kindness and the love of their heart. It's not for any other reason, Once a woman is in a relationship, she actually does fall for the man and gets feelings and has, visualized their future together. And now that all that's being shattered, they want to try to fix it, And then there's some women who don't want to fix it because they're just sick and tired. And you're not going to have any luck with those type of women if you try to get them back. They're just, they've moved on to bigger and better, and you were just someone in the past. So, don't worry about it. You'll have another chance with another woman, hopefully, and you will have learned your lesson by that relationship, which is what really relationships before marriage are all about, learning what you want and what you don't want, okay? So, if you're in a situation right now, men, and you're having issues in your relationship and your woman's talking about leaving you, you need to try to fix it now. Because if y'all are gonna pay for a move, different, they're gonna have to move the kids to a different school probably. And when she goes through all of that, changing her address, that each step of a move gets her angrier and angrier at you. So you're gonna have to take way more effort to even get her to talk to you again for a while, It's so just remember that every time she has to do something, she's gonna get more mad at you. My kid has to change school, I have to change my address, I have to update all my bills, I have to change my insurance address. They gotta go through all of that. And each step that they take, they're getting more pissed at you. And that's more work you're going to have to put in later down the road if you want them back. Seriously. It's going to be like, basically, you're going to end up as what they call being a simp if you want your woman back. And I'm not lying. And I'm saying this only because I've seen it happen so many times. You ever see that man and that woman together, and she's just telling him what to do and he does it, or he's just like pleasing her in every way and doing whatever she asks him to do? He's probably not a simp. He's probably someone that messed up really bad, lost her, and had to do backflips to get her back, and now he's probably living out his punishment as being her servant for the rest of his life. And I know y'all guys are saying, well, I ain't like that over no woman. When you lose a good woman, you will be. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Like, a lot of men will say, I don't agree with this. I would never do that. That man said that too. Watch. And honestly, when you lose a good woman and all you have to, pick from are women that you would never see yourself with, or women who, will never treat you like that woman did, you're going to realize that after so many one night stands and whatever, it's not worth it, and that you lost something very valuable and that can never be replaced. And no woman will ever love you like that woman, especially if she was the mother of your kids and y'all broke up. or just another woman that loved you so much, and you can't find that anywhere else, not even close, not even like this close to it. You can't even find it. So then you say, you know what, I messed up. That was the person for me. And now I'm all alone. You know, I've been used by other women I thought liked me. I've been tricked and lied to. And now I just feel stupid and I'm alone and I'm going to die alone because I'm old. And what have I done? I want my ex back. And now she's dating some guy and he's a nice car and a nice house, and she's probably going to move in with him and he's going to be raising my kid. And I want my ex back. So if the ex is smart, if the woman is smart, she will wait till he gets down to the lowest of the lowest point. And then she will make, I call it the deal. The deal is almost a damn contract. If you're not married, the first thing on that contract is marriage. If you are married, the first thing on that contract is getting whatever you wanted in the relationship or in the marriage that you never got. That's number one. The thing that he would not do, no matter what, that's number one on the list. Number two on the list is just something you just pick out the damn sky because you feel like it, because you can, and you have all this power over him now. So, for instance, I want a new car, or I want your tax return so I can invest in a small business, or something stupid, something that he has to give you unselfishly to prove that he really wants you back, something that he would never do before. Okay, so get the big thoughts out on that one. Number three, ladies, if you have this situation and this man will do anything to get you back, require his presence or his time, a certain amount of time during the week. You know, there's 1 day or 2 days a week that he cannot go anywhere. He has to stay where he is, or in the house, or with you, or whatever. If that's what you want. If, like, a lot of people don't care about that, but if you care about, you know, let's say Friday and Saturday, he has to spend with you and the kids, no matter what. And he has to pay for you to move back, and for boxes and everything. Okay, he has to do all of that. And then once you're in the house, once you got what you want, once he's being nice to you and kind to you and doing anything you ask because you basically came back to him when he didn't deserve you in the first place, this is where the punishment starts. And when I say punishment, I don't mean like severe punishment. I mean like, you know, every time he asks you for something, you don't have to say yes, because you're not trying to please him anymore. He's trying to please you now. Okay? You get it? So let's just say he wants to get intimate with you, and you don't feel like it for real, and you don't have to worry about keeping your man happy because you already know he just went through hell and back to get you back. So guess what? Oh, I don't feel like it. Can you just rub my feet instead? And he's going to do that thinking you'll change your mind, but you really won't. So this is your punishment that you're giving him for who knows how long, however long you want to do it, okay? It's up to you, depending on what he did to you to get you to leave. So, you know, if he starts acting the same old way again, and you realize that you've made a mistake by coming back, this is what you do. This time, you start getting lawyers and courts, if you're married, involved. You don't just leave. You start calling people, getting letters sent to your house, making him see that you are really going on to the next level on this stuff. You know, inquire about child support if you have never filed child support, if you have kids. And start inquiring about child support. Leave the computer open, or write down the number that says child support and leave it out on a notepad somewhere so he'll see it. Just leave little clues like that around the house to see if he starts acting better. If he doesn't, then girl, go ahead, get all your ducks in a row again, move out, and don't ever look back. And man, if you let her go twice, you stupid, you never deserved her in the first place. Okay. So I just want to make that video because I know a lot of people go through this, and a lot of women do too. And if it's reversed and the man didn't do anything wrong, but the women did something wrong, and they come back, and you're not on your best behavior as a woman to that man, you know, it's not going to work out for you, because you're going to be, you know, being punished by this man, and it's just not going to help you in your self-esteem and your self-worth, and then it could end up becoming an abusive situation, actually. You see, men and women have different types of ways of thinking, you know, and a lot of people like to live in the past, and when they say, oh, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, well, last time you did that, this and this and this happened, you know, or they're just going to keep you almost like a maid and a slave. So, ladies, I don't recommend going back to your ex. Just because I'm a woman and I'm biased, I wouldn't recommend going back to your ex if you messed up. Girl, just move on. It's too late. Okay. I only believe in doing something that benefits you in the long run. And like for the men, a woman with your child actually does benefit you a lot of ways. And you know that's why you want her back. But for a woman, only reason a man would benefit her is if he was paying all the bills and stuff, okay? So that's just my advice. Y'all know I'm biased in a lot of areas, and y'all just have to get used to it. But you can kind of fill in the blanks with your, you know, own advice. Y'all know I'm biased in certain areas, so if you really want a relationship to work, you have to try to fix it while you're still in it. FYI, okay? And I suggest, you know, I do suggest love readings because it'll put you back on the right path. Like everyone knows that, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up, and everybody wants a lover or a friend or a boyfriend or, you know, their fiance and their husband and wife or whatever with them, and they want to do something special. And if your relationship is just not on track right now and you don't think that you're going to have a special Valentine's Day, right now is the time. Like right now is the time to get it back on track. Right in time for Valentine's Day, you know. And a love reading would actually get you on the path, or give you the insight, or give you the advice or the spiritual advice that you actually need in order to do this, okay? So if you're having a bad, tough time right now in your relationships and you need a love reading, I offer them on my Facebook page, and I actually do them right there in Messenger. She-Ra-7 on Facebook, and I'll put the link below. And I do love readings. They don't take very long. They're interactive because I do them right there in Messenger. You have like a written record, and it's only $10. I mean, it's very worth it. Most readings are 25 and up. So I think that's a really good deal. Anyway, I will see y'all later. If y'all want a love reading, inbox me, message me, do whatever. Try to get in contact with me. You can even leave it in the comments and leave me your Facebook link, and I will friend you or, you know, message you or whatever, and we can do it. I use tarot cards and oracle cards for the love reading, so it's more of an insight and advice together, and it doesn't take very long. So you can actually even do it on your lunch break. You can probably do it on your cell phone, because I do it through Facebook Messenger if you have Facebook Messenger on your phone. And I do actually, if you want, I can actually email it to you if you don't want to do it, you know, on Facebook. And because I have an Etsy shop, and I can actually email it to you if you pay on Etsy or through PayPal, whatever. But just find out, get at me, and we can work it out. I just want to wish everybody, I know it's already past New Year, but I know a lot of people who are like in New York and New Jersey area right now, and it's really supposed to be this huge blizzard. I just want to wish all safe protection and all that kind of good stuff, and I hope that it doesn't affect you in a negative way, and you're in my thoughts. So thank y'all so much for watching me. I will be back later with another topic. If you have a good topic for me to cover, put it in the comments and I will consider it. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.